Something that's really important. You have to be willing to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love myself. I don't know why I'm looking around, man. Okay, so I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. It's about to get real boring, but it's about to be good. I'm about to drop some gems. So I want y'all to pay attention. Get a notepad, take some notes, and let me know what you learn. Something that is so key and very important. You have to be able to look in the mirror and say to yourself, I love myself. Okay? That's extremely important. But what's even more important is you have to be able to look in the mirror, look at yourself in the eyes, and you have to be able to be honest with yourself. And it's easy to say, okay, I love myself, but on the inside, I really don't feel it. So really, another question that you should ask yourself, if you can't really, if you trying to do that fake it till you make it, I love myself, you need to ask yourself, do I like myself? Do you like you?
You know what happened when you start lying to yourself, acting like you like something that you really don't? You start hating on other people. So you be like, oh, I love being big boned, fat. Girl, you just mad because you
think about you. And you have to be ready for the honest reply, okay? Because a lot of times we would try to avoid that reply. It may be, I'm too fat. It may be, I don't feel attractive. It may be, you got pimples on your face, or you got something just wrong with you, It may be those, those things, those replies may come up, within your mind. And you have to be willing and ready to deal with those thoughts and face them. Yes, you do need to challenge them, but there comes a point in time when you just have to sit back and you have to listen. Because once you listen to the thoughts that are in your head, thoughts that are in your mind, then you may begin to understand your depression. You may begin at that point to understand your sadness. And this is really when you have to pay attention to yourself. A lot of times it's like this. Okay, somebody will come to you and they'll say, how are you feeling? And we love to say, I'm blessed and I'm highly favored. Oh, Lord, thank you, Jesus. When we're not feeling good, and we know we're not feeling good, we love to say, oh, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. A lot of us love to hide behind that smile. That shit ain't working no more. Because energy, we know it. And people know when you are faking it. Like, they just know. You know it. So why not deal with it? Or your moments of feeling unfulfilled. Okay? So the thing is really being able to pay attention. Really being able to have a meeting with yourself. All right? Because you don't have a thought for, no reason. All right? You don't feel what you feel for no reason. Whether it comes from you trying to compare yourself with someone or something outside of yourself, something you saw on television, heard on the radio, saw in a movie, or a friend that's in your life, or something just, a repressed memory, feeling, emotion that you may have from childhood, which you may need some therapy for that, Therapists are good, so let me say that. But it's so important for us really to get to a place in our lives where we can be honest with ourselves, because a lot of us are not, we're not that honest with ourselves. And just kind of from personal experience, I'm just thinking about a lot of things that's going on in my life. Really, I don't know if I want to say right now, because really things are good, but me identifying when I made some of the biggest changes in my life probably was when I was just tired of being scared, tired of being afraid. And I feel like I had no other option. Sometimes when you have, I feel this way. Sometimes when you have too many options, I get too confused, but then when my back is up against the wall, it's like, oh shit, let me make a choice. And which that's probably not always the best, because, you should not need to be up against the wall to make a choice to better yourself. You should not need that. That should not be that. Yeah, you shouldn't need that. Right now, I think I really want to deal with today is just really dealing with denial. I think a lot of us walk around in denial of our life and just of different things that that are going on. And this really just helps you to stay in a constant cycle of confusion, of sadness, of regret, of feeling defeated, you know? A lot of us are living our life way beyond our means, and we can't afford the life that we're living, but we want to satisfy the eyes of other people and satisfy the fears of ourselves to please other people versus acknowledge the truth and really begin to actually work towards building ourselves up to that next level, you know, to be that divine individual, that true individual that you were born to be, authentic. If you don't like yourself or if you don't like something in your life, you have to really be honest about what is reality versus fantasy. Then you have to really begin to make a plan. Okay? A lot of times people think it's just about making a plan and then that's it. But no, you have to really commit to this plan, and you have to commit to this plan no matter what. Regardless of if that's releasing friends, releasing things, releasing family, you know, releasing limiting thoughts within yourself, getting rid of the old and bringing in the new. You have to be willing to commit to the plan you set for yourself and give yourself a deadline. Now, for me personally, accountability is good, but it depends on who my accountability partner is. Because honestly, if I don't respect the person, I'm not really going to listen to the person. And see, that's the thing. You have to surround yourself with people who inspires you to be better. If you are not inspired to be better, then you're encouraged to stay the same. So, again, today I want to talk to you guys about denial, and not being in denial of what you really want for yourself. All right? So, just remember, if you're not being real with yourself, you're being fake. Point blank.